Giannis guarded by Jordan Taylor on the opening point. Arters hits Eli Artemakis. Artemakis shoots deep. It goes over the head of Brett Matsuka and into the hands of Pat Trywise. Giannis is there, fakes the hammer, then pulls the trigger, and Jack Shanahan is all over. Underneath to Nico Lake, the former DC Breeze handler. Giannis, once again marked by Taylor. What an effort by Brandon Mattis. He sold out and got his hand on that disc before Barker could, but Barker stayed with it for the second effort. And Chicago dinks and dunks in the red zone. Paul Arters finishes to Keegan North.
Union point.
A heartbreaker there for the Minnesota Wind Chill, who thought they had earned the first block of the game. Roy gets it again, breaks inside to Klain. He had a lane, and now he shoots, and this one's hanging. Venutka is there. And he goes up with two hands to make the grab.
Wind point, 8:02, scored by Venutka.
Let's take a look at this throw from Josh Klain again. Honestly, this is one of my favorite things about
Paul Arters underneath. Unleashes a low flip backhand, and that's intercepted right away by Scott Hearn. Rocco Linehan crossed over to the Minnesota defense late in the season. Expect to see more of that here tonight. Brett Matsuka, a travel player from North Carolina. Linehan shoots deep. Dylan DeClercq is there. And they pull into the slightly more upwind condition on this field. Offense comes back out on the field. Ross Barker with a downwind shot, and that's easy pickings for Paul Arters.
Chicago Union point, 7:02, scored by number 5, Paul Arters.
And this is the thing about Pavel Giannis.
Weinberg gets it back on the near sideline. Rips a backhand. Nick Vogt has space. And he comes down with it. Drew Swanson was giving chase.
Minnesota point.
Along with, I believe that was Tim Schock. But just too much separation there at the point of release. And Andrew Roy's the center handler here, and he gets Weinberg. Weinberg with another backhand and another hanger. Jurek is there. So's Johnson. Jurek rips it down. Resets to Roy, who finishes it to Vogt. Remember, this point started as a Chicago O point, and Graffi gets the disc right back. Nate Goff rips it down the line. Kirk Gibson is giving chase. And he reels that one in at the end of regulation. Giannis rips it deep. Snake in the grass. Defender appears. And he earns the block. There's Brian Venutka. Giannis with plenty of space. Sends Arters to space. And he reels that one in despite the backside block attempt.
I'm not cheering for anyone in this game, but I do.
Giannis working hard for this reset. Charlie McCutcheon was there. It was almost like he had his paw on it too, but Pavel picked it. Inside throw. Jack Shanahan sticks it.
Awesome. That break from Pat Trywise.
But we know these players are capable of releasing crafty, sharp inside breaks.
High School here on the south side of Chicago. But did you know that you can catch all the
Trywise. Giannis continuing to quarterback, and he throws into a poach. Dylan DeClercq. Near the top of the league leading list in blocks. Anytime you see an extra defender in the area, that gives you that extra millisecond of pause before you release the disc. Klein sends it up to Weinberg. Weinberg releases a backhand. Jurek is there with Graffi giving chase, but he can't get there. Picture perfect shot from Charles Weinberg. And the Minnesota Wind Chill have a 12-10 lead with 1:16 left to go here in the first half. Giannis back out on the field for Chicago. Shanahan ripping deep. Keegan North is all alone in that front corner of the end zone. Fantastic throw from Jack Shanahan.
13, Keegan North.
Now that is about as beautiful as they come.
Nico Lake thought he had an open receiver at the front of the stack, but no one took the step there, and that's a turnover. The deep shot goes up. Kittleson bodies Lake and brings that one in. Taylor has the disc, shoots an outside-in flick into the hands of Charlie McCutcheon. Disc in the hands of Pat Schreiwise now. Schreiwise to Lake, and Matsuka poaches off to earn the block. Colin Berry wanted to give and go with Matsuka. No travel was called there. Bergmeyer through the double team to Vanutka. Scoobers over the top. Jimmy Kittleson. Back to Matsuka. Gets it back from Bergmeyer. Chicago deploying its junk defense, and Matsuka blades over it. Paul Arter's in power position, unleashes the backhand. Peter Graffi has steps and hangs on to that one.
Union point scored 4-12 by number 26, Peter Graffi.
After a slow start to that point, Chicago gets the disc in Paul Arter's hands in power position, and he pulls the trigger.
Man.
Hammer over the top. Nick Vogt comes down with it. Nick Vogt just earned himself a customized poster board.
326.
That hammer was off the mark, and Reed Martin gave chase, but Nick Vogt had the better read all the way.
Stonehaven Mortgage is an Illinois mortgage bank that is focused on servicing our clients with the lowest rates and quickest turn times in the industry. Give Kyle Ernst and
Just
Stonehaven Mortgage a call if you're looking to
vicious.
refinance your home or
Still clean,
if you mention
but vicious.
Union, they will waive all their
He went up with authority, Megan.
Everyone you know. Stonehaven Mortgage.
That's mine. This possession in particular, Minnesota's offense content to dink and dunk its way up the field. And a mid-range shot to an unmarked Nick Vogt caps it off. Arter's in the red zone now. Sends the around, and Jack Shanahan lays out to save possession. Arter's wants the inside. Sellout defense from DeClercq to stop the around. A blade through the traffic. And Ross Barker slides to hold that one in.
By number 25, Ross Barker.
Clock continues to run here. Minnesota up by 2. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in regulation. The reset hits the turf. And just like that, Tim Schock And Robinson start the cascade over to the break side, and Kurt Gibson. Couple of offensive mainstays crossing over here for Chicago on this Union D point. Paul Arter's pulling, Ross Barker crossing over, Keegan North crossing over as well. This is as close to a universe point line as we'll see, and Josh Klane's puck is blocked. Drew Swanson resets to Arters in the red zone. Chicago for the tie. It's good.
Chicago break point at 3:07, scored by Bond, Alon, D-line.
Bergmeyer underneath. Bergmeyer has no choice but to send it deep, and it's intercepted by Arters. The stall count was rising, and he didn't want to give Chicago a short field. Now Kurt Gibson has the disc at midfield. Arters and North keep advancing. Paul Arters leads Keegan North to space. Chicago has its first lead of the night.
2:21, scored by number 13, Keegan North.
Resets to Roy. Chicago's defenders locking in. And a stall was called. Andrew Roy didn't get that swing off. After all the poaching we saw earlier in the night. It's the tight defense. Man-to-man matchup that yields the turnover.
Oh my goodness.
Tim Shock with the layout block in crunch time. And the Chicago Union can run out the clock here. The Chicago Union are your 2021 Central Division champions.
At the end of regulation, the final score, Chicago 21, Minnesota 19. Your 2021 AUDL Central Division champion, Chicago Union.